Level 1, the clerk. You start in the basement. Not metaphorically, literally. A windowless records room that smells like dust and cheap ink. Fluorescent lights buzz above you like trapped insects. Your badge says legal clerk. Temporary. Replaceable. Invisible. You carry files upstairs. Heavy boxes labeled property disputes, corporate litigation, confidential stamped in red. You don't read them at first. You're told not to. But curiosity is cheap, and boredom is expensive. So one night, after everyone leaves, you open a folder. Inside, 2 contracts. Same land, same signatures, different dates. One real, one rewritten. You freeze. Your heartbeat fills the silence. You close the folder. Pretend you saw nothing. The next morning, a senior associate calls your name. He slides a sealed envelope across the desk. Deliver this. No copies, no records. Inside, cash. Not salary, not bonus. Cash. You deliver it. No questions. That's the first time you feel it. Not fear, not guilt. Opportunity. Level 2, the assistant. You get promoted faster than others. Too fast. Desk upstairs. Real chair. Computer with your own login. You prepare case summaries, rewrite statements, correct mistakes that aren't mistakes. You learn new phrases. Clerical error, miscommunication, lost documentation, words that erase reality. A client walks in one afternoon. Gold watch, expensive shoes, sweat on his forehead despite the air conditioning. He's charged with fraud. Millions missing. Your boss smiles like nothing's wrong. After the meeting, he hands you a USB drive. Replace the file on the evidence system. You hesitate for exactly 2 seconds. Then you plug it in. Click delete. Click upload. File replaced. History rewritten. That night, your bank account shows a transfer. More than your monthly salary. You don't ask who sent it. You just refresh the screen again and again, watching the number sit there. Heavy, real. Level 3. The fixer. Now clients call you directly. Not your boss. You. You meet them in quiet cafes, corner tables, back against the wall, always facing the door. They whisper charges, assault, tax evasion, bribery. You listen without emotion. You don't promise innocence. You promise results. A police officer calls your phone at midnight, not to threaten you, to ask what to write in the report. You dictate slowly. Change one word here. Remove a witness there. Reality bends like warm metal. You begin to carry 2 phones. One for work. One for work. One afternoon, a witness suddenly forgets what he saw. Memory gone. Statement changed. You never meet the man who convinced him. You only see the bill. Paid in cash. Delivered in envelopes thick enough to bend your pocket. Your wardrobe changes. Better suits. Sharper shoes. Expensive cologne that hides nervous sweat. People look at you differently now. Not with respect. With caution. Level 4. The negotiator. You step into courtrooms now. Not as support. As voice. Black robe. Polished briefcase. Confidence practiced in mirrors at midnight. You argue cases that shouldn't be winnable. And yet, they are. Evidence disappears. Witnesses recant. Paperwork gets misplaced. You negotiate settlements in quiet conference rooms. Glass walls. City skyline behind you. Clients sit across the table. Politicians. Contractors. Men who never say please. They slide documents toward you. You slide numbers back. Millions move with signatures. Not cash anymore. Wire transfers. Shell companies. Accounts in places you've never visited. Your boss stops checking your work. Because now, you are the work. You learn Rule 4. Never put your name on the dirtiest page. But your fingerprints, they're everywhere. Level 5. The gatekeeper. You stop handling small cases. To messu, to noisu. Now your clients are powerful. Government officials, real estate tycoons, executives with too many secrets to count. Your office moves higher. Top floor. Private elevator access. Soundproof walls. You don't wait in lobbies anymore. People wait for you. You design legal mazes. Layers of companies. Fake directors. Invisible money trails. If investigators follow the path, they get lost. One night, you meet a client in an underground parking garage. Black SUV. Tinted windows. He hands you a folder. Inside, photos. A judge receiving money. You understand immediately. Leverage. Insurance. Weapons disguised as paperwork. Your income triples. Then quadruples. Your apartment becomes a penthouse. Glass walls. City lights below like stars trapped on Earth. But sleep becomes rare because power attracts attention. Level 6. The Kingmaker. Now judges greet you by name. Politicians shake your hand twice. Not once. Twice. You don't just defend criminals anymore. You create them. Teach them how to survive. You advise companies before crimes even happen. How to move money. How to hide taxes. How to bury scandals before they bloom. News channels mention your firm. Not your name. Never your name. But you know it's you. You influence elections quietly. Legal loopholes become weapons. You draft laws, then help clients escape them. One afternoon, a young lawyer walks into your office. Bright eyes, clean conscience, reminds you of yourself. Years ago, you assign him a simple task. Alter a date. Replace a signature. You watch his hands tremble. Just like yours once did. The cycle continues. Always does. Level 7. The Untouchable. Money stops feeling real. Numbers blur together. Millions. Tens of millions. Just digits on screens. You buy properties you never visit. Cars you rarely drive. Watches worth more than houses. Security follows you everywhere. Not to protect you from criminals. To protect criminals from you, rumors spread about investigations. Government task forces. Anti-corruption units. You laugh it off publicly. But privately, you begin shredding old documents. Burning files in metal barrels on your private land. Phones get replaced weekly. Passwords change daily. You stop trusting assistants. Even partners, especially partners, because betrayal is cheapest among friends. Level 8. The Crack. It happens quietly. Not a raid. Not sirens. A letter. Plain envelope. No return address. Inside, a subpoena. Federal seal stamped in blue. You read it once, then again. Your mouth goes dry. Someone talked. Someone always talks. Investigators begin circling your world. Bank records requested. Emails flagged. Court files reopened. Old cases resurface. Ghosts you buried years ago. Your phone rings less. Clients disappear overnight. Friends stop answering calls. News channels begin whispering. Major legal figure under investigation. Still no name, but everyone knows. Level 9. The Fall. Sirens finally come. Early morning, before sunrise. Sharp knocks at your door. Not polite, demanding. You open it. Men in dark jackets step inside. Search warrants in hand. They move fast. Computers seized. Documents boxed. Safe cracked open. Cash spills onto marble floors like confetti. Your hands tremble. Not from fear. From realization, you weren't untouchable, just delayed. Courtrooms feel different now. Colder. You stand where your clients once stood. At the defendant's table, hands folded, eyes watched. Your own voice sounds strange when you speak. Weak, uncertain. Verdict day arrives. Silence fills the room. The judge reads slowly. Each word heavier than the last. Guilty. Level 10, the Legacy. Years pass behind concrete walls, gray uniforms, metal beds, cold mornings that never feel new. Your name fades from headlines, replaced by newer scandals, newer lawyers, newer corruption. One afternoon, you sit in the prison library. Dusty shelves, old law books stacked in silence. A young inmate sits across from you, nervous, confused. He asks for legal advice. You help him write an appeal. Correcte grammaire. Precise language. Sharp arguments. Your hands still remember the craft. Still steady. Still dangerous. Later that night, you lie awake, staring at the ceiling, listening to distant footsteps echo through concrete halls, and you realize something terrifying. The system didn't end with you. It never ends. Somewhere, right now, A young clerk opens a folder in a windowless basement, sees two contracts, some signatures, different dates, and pauses for exactly 2 seconds